Hey, what's up? This is Chosen. Hope you're having a great day. This is going to be a Diablo 3 video about something that you all need to bite the bullet and just take the time to make sure and do it properly, because it's going to be a massive quality of life increase for you, and it's worth the 20 minutes that it takes you just to get it rolling. And we're going to talk about sorting your stash properly. I will show you the method that I use to keep things sorted and organized so that I do not need to fumble around in my stash constantly every day and have things all over the place. Let's get into it. Alrighty, so I know this kind of seems like a meme topic, and it kind of is. It halfway is. We're just gonna have a fun conversation, but I do legitimately think this is super important to get your stash sorted properly, because you end up wasting so much time over the course of a season. If you're playing for a few weeks or a couple months even, you end up wasting countless minutes that turn into hours of just kind of fumbling through, like, where did I put that, what's going on, and like scrolling through and looking through items. You don't even realize it, but you end up wasting an insane amount of time. So it's worth it. Sit down, take 20-30 minutes, take a deep breath, and just sort it out, set up a system. Then you'll be good to go for the rest of the season, and it will pay massive dividends for you if you're trying to be efficient over the long haul. And sometimes people don't know, well, what is a good system to sort this out, and it ends up being a little bit overwhelming. Like, I don't want to sit down with a pen and paper and write down a system. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you my super easy system that I use to sort my stash, and has worked for me throughout the years of playing Diablo 3. And then you can choose to sort it however you would like, and take what you like out of mine and edit it to change it for yourself and all of that. And I'm actually going to move my camera a little bit over so that I'm not hiding anything as we're kind of talking here. So, okay, I go with kind of a general theme of page one, obviously being the things I need to get to quickly. And you've got your legendary gems. It kind of works out mostly perfectly, where you'll end up with 3 rows of legendary gems. Then on the 4th row, I've got some potions for when I make a new character or whatever. And then I've got the different tokens for the different followers. So I make a new character, I want to gear up the follower, boom, I've got a token where the follower cannot die, ready to rock right away on the new character. And then right here in this row, I'm currently I've already used all my augments, like you can see on my Dawn. It's got the augment of getting the extra dexterity, 625 dexterity on it. But if I have some of those whispers that you get from the petrified screams, then those go right here in this row. So I can kind of keep track of how many I've got ready to augment. And if this fills up, it's definitely time to start augmenting stuff. You shouldn't need 2 rows of that stuff going there. And then right here above my gems is like the items that I want quickly available to be able to swap on and off, or things that I'm really excited to put on a new character, something that I really want to take note of and keep in the front of my mind and have quick access to. That goes right here in the middle of the first tab. And right now I'm putting some of these like cheat death type things, and some primal bracers that I'm going to think about testing a little bit more, but they're lightning, which yeah, that's a different story. But anyway, quick access stuff right there. And I'm thinking about doing the cheat death stuff like the Ancestor's Grace and the Beckon Sail, because I play on hardcore and I want to make a like 5 or 4 cheat death build for those hardcore petrified screams. And then down here on the bottom, I think this block is just the undisputed best way to do it, in my opinion, because these are the 3 gems that you want to keep. You want the Marquise, you want the Imperials, and then the Royals, obviously. So the Marquise is the base drop, so you want to kind of keep that. Then the Imperials are what you need to upgrade them to re-roll your jewelry and stuff like that. And then obviously the highest level, the Flawless Royal, are what you're going to be using to augment your gear, and you're actually going to put into the sockets on your gear and all of that. You don't want like all 5. It's going to get convoluted and confusing. You just want to keep these 3 tiers of gems, and then you want to upgrade accordingly to when you need them, which really quickly, when you do that, you're going to go into combined gems, and you want to do 27 of these at a time. You want to upgrade to the Flawless Imperial 27 at a time, because that will turn into 9 Royals, and then that will turn into 3 of the Flawless, and then that's what you're going to be using to augment your gear. So I wouldn't upgrade these until you can do 27 at a time of the Flawless Imperial. And then obviously on the side, you've got your Imperial Machines, your Ramalades gifts, and your Petrified Screams. Then the next tab, just jewelry, self-explanatory, and then I keep the puzzle rings on the bottom. If you get up to more than 2 rows of puzzle rings, you should definitely consider grouping up with some friends and getting your broken crown and all that type of stuff rolling and run your puzzle rings. You don't want to be sitting on 40 of these things. You want to be snowballing your progress in a season. So this is where I keep the jewelry, and also you want to make sure to hold on to an ancient puzzle ring. That's why I've got this up on the top left. Just a little side tip. You're going to need that for your altar, which I need to finish my altar today or tomorrow finally, now that I can do a challenge rift. But anyway, keep an ancient puzzle ring because you don't want to get bottlenecked on that for like 4 days waiting for an ancient puzzle ring. Then I've got a slot for weapons to keep track of all my weapons and offhands or dual wielding or bows and quivers and stuff like that in this tab. And then right here, 1 and 2. 1 is going to be the core. It's going to be straight down, so it's going to be helm, torso, belt, pant, boot. And then in 2 is going to be the things on the side of my character, the gloves, shoulders, and bracers. Then over here, these are going to be the 5 different sets of my main class. So I go through, this is the God set, and obviously the Unhallowed Essence, the Shadow, Natalia, and Marauder. So I've got the different sets right there for my main class. And then right here, it's going to be an overflow tab or like a support build. So I've got it as the shield. So I'm going to build a Z-barb or a Z-neck or whatever. Or I've got like storm shields and Ingiums and stuff like that that are going to go on my overflow tab right here at the top of the last 3rd spot. And then down here, this is going to be my gold find gear. So I think it's very important to optimize your puzzle rings. So I'm going to be building up a gold find character to farm those puzzle rings. You do like ideally 100 and something of them over the course of a season. Playing with your friends and stuff, you might have 40 or 50 of your own, and then you also double dip with some of your friends that have puzzle rings as well. And especially if they're going to be an ancient puzzle ring, you want to have a special character that's got like 30,000% gold find and is actually optimized so you can make sure you're empowering your rifts as often as possible. So that's kind of the structure of all of my stash tabs here and how they work, and it is insanely worth it. I know on like opening night things got a little bit stressful and my stash was in shambles and it was absolutely miserable for me. Now once I took the 30 minutes to lay it out how I want and how I expect, I get drops at the end of a rift and oh, okay, I've got ancient marauder boots. Okay, boom, I know exactly where those go. I tab on over, go to the marauder tab, and I throw the boots in there right there, and you can just keep it rolling. You don't even realize, but you save 20 seconds every single time, and it adds up over the course of a season for sure. And it's also super important to keep your stash hyper organized because it gives you an idea of when you need to make sure and call your friends and group up and be like, hey, type in your clan chat, hey, I've got 11 petrified screams and I have got I've got like 12 puzzle rings. We need to group up and run this type of stuff as a team and start really snowballing our progress, because if you can get other people to do these things with you instead of just playing flat out solo the whole season, it's really going to help you progress that much faster and kind of get your account rolling to be way more efficient than you would have been if you weren't monitoring this stuff. And it also can help you in terms of knowing what you don't need to keep anymore. Like if I go to my God tab, I know I don't need to keep non-ancient gloves anymore. I've got plenty of options. I can instantly salvage them. I don't need to worry. And I'm just looking for ancient gloves because I see that I have a ton of them over there. So it's things like that you can instantly and easily monitor while you're playing on your account and save a ton of time. So there we go. Remember to subscribe on your way out if you enjoy Diablo content. I'm having a lot of fun so far grinding season 28. And I know this was kind of a fun video, just talking about something ancillary about stash management and staying organized and all of that stuff. I'm going to get to work on some fun spreadsheets and build guides and some more advanced metric type stuff for sure. Loving the build that I've got going on right here with the God Demon Hunter that I'm kind of building to do all sorts of different content, bounties, and also the regular rifts and the greater rifts and all of that. So as always, I appreciate you. Have a great rest of your day. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon in the next video. Peace.